Hello and welcome back to A Piece of Cake, Utah. I'm your host, Katherine O'Donnell, and we just made a fun little cupcake box, and I'm going to show you how to decorate it. So if you're using white, then you can go at it with all the decorations. It's really, really fun. If you use a different color, though, like my little examples here, something for Halloween, you can just use a simple decoration on the front here, and the rest of the box, the coloring and everything, kind of helps it be decorated already. Again, with the Christmas one here, we've got just a little cutout of a Christmas tree on the front. That's all you needed. And the rest of it is pretty much decorated with the color. But our white one here needs something. So I found at a local craft store just this really fun pack of sweet, they call it paper, glitter paper, and it has cupcakes and cakes and just fun different designs on it and everything. So I took some of that paper, my favorite one, and cut out some pieces. Again, 4 by 4, because that's what the size of our box is and everything. You can cut it out a little bit bigger so it overlaps it a little bit better and you don't see any of the white at all. That would work out really good. But first, I'm going to show you what you can do to the top of it. If you want, I know a lot of boxes like this store-bought one and everything has this little window in the top so you can see the cupcakes and things like that inside. I've got my little window cut out here on the top of this one. It's just a little circle. I'm going to do an oval on this one because I have an oval cutter and it's just fun to change it up sometimes. And then after you've cut out your little hole, you can also take a piece of cellophane and your double-sided tape and just put it underneath the lid there to cover up that hole so that your item can stay fresh, and it just again makes it look more classy and professional. So because I've already put the box together, I'm going to hang this off of the side of the table here so that my little freehand cutter can go all the way around. Otherwise it wouldn't be able to make it all the way around. But if you were planning on cutting out the top of it, then I would go ahead and do that first before I assembled the whole box. So I'm going to take my oval cutter here, and I'm going to do kind of a smaller one. I don't want an oval that's going to cover the whole top of the box. And then my freehand rotary cutter, have it go all the way around a couple times just to make sure that I cut through all the pieces and all the sides. There we go. Excellent. And now we have a fun little hole in the top here. So I've got my pieces that I already cut out, and this paper, had this fun little striped pattern, but then one side had this little swirl on it, and so I cut that out specifically to go in the front of my box because then I can write on it or put a label or something like that there, and it just looks really fun. Again, you can take glue stick and put it together, or if you want to just go really fast, your double-sided tape. And I'm just going to make a large X with this, with my double-sided tape. You can cover it completely to add more strength to it. Again, like I said, it's not very forgiving, so you want to make sure you line it up the right way the first time pretty much. And just put that together. We're going to do the sides that do not have any holes cut in them or any parts cut out of them or anything like that first, and then I'll show you what to do for the sides that do have these little tucks and cuts made in them. So here's our back side. Push that down. Okay. And then I also cut out already a little piece for the top that has a little oval cut out of it, so it matches up really nicely with my top oval piece. So we're going to take our double-sided tape for that one and put the pieces on the two edges here, and then match that up just right. There we go. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, what do I do with these sides that have my little tucks cut out of them? One thing that you can do is you could tape this there and just tape it on the side, and then this can freely come in and out, and you can just tuck it underneath there, and that's a great way to do it. Or you could just tape it like that on the side, and when the tuck comes down, it just puts it right in place. But then you've got kind of this big wing sticking out here. You know, there's lots of different ways. Or another thing that you could do is take your circle cutter and line it up with your, there we go, line it up with this ruler again, and we're going to create our little cut in here, and that way our top can tuck into there. We're going to match it up, and then we can cut out another piece and put it onto there. So we'll just tape this down. And I won't go through the whole thing, but you understand pretty much what I'm getting at here. Again, you want to make sure that you just tape a little bit on the bottom and a long piece on the top so that the flap will still open. And actually, we can put one more piece on here to tape it to the flap so that we don't have two flaps opening. So let's just tuck this piece in there. There we go. And now we've got our little flap that we can tuck it into. And again, you know, you can leave it like that if you want to. You can go through and cut out another piece to completely cover that up. That's, you know, up to you as far as you want to go with it and everything. If you want to do that, then I would recommend before cutting this part completely out, you can cut out your piece of colored paper, line it up with your uncut piece of the flap before you cut the flap, there you go, and just cut both things all together at the same time. That way you'll be assured that it's the same exact size, the same positioning and everything, and yeah, it just works out faster and easier that way. So we've got our fun little box here. Let's tuck this side in. Just like that we've made a fun little cupcake box. And again, you can take a piece of cellophane and just tape it inside of the box there at the top to make sure that whatever you're doing is completely covered up. So that is our cupcake boxes. We're gonna be right back and show you how to make a fun little quick stand for your cupcakes or your cake or something like that. So we'll see you in a minute.